Have you heard of the High Elves? But my mic. Hello, people. We're gonna do these today. So, yeah. Alright. First things first. Should I do the line art or the backgrounds first? Also, me 6 can apparently play music, so that's an oops. I think I'm gonna go background first. Let me get Twitch open on my phone so I can see you guys while doing this. Alright. Come on, tablet. You can move. You can move. There you go. like these should be reversed. We can work with this, I think. Oh, hey.
Hi.
Alright. So we just got started. We're gonna finish these 3 pages today.
Okay.
Right now I'm doing the background first, and...
Yeah, just decided to finish up my game because I'm back in class 3.
Alright.
Also, you have a Me 6 button here.
Yeah, I know. I don't exactly know how to get rid of it at the moment. Plus, apparently it can play music too, so I'm definitely gonna have to change that in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like dual Oblivion music for a little bit, and then I just decided to mute it.
Okay. So, I'm actually going to make myself some din-dins and then join back with you.
Okay. let's see if we can salvage this. Alright, that looks good. Okay, then we'll put in foreground items. Well, background items, but yeah. I'm getting some serious vocal fry right now. Okay. Let me... There we go. Seriously? You again? We're not dealing with this shit again. Anyway, hey, Mr. Maniac, welcome. We are finishing comic pages today. Oh, I don't know if you heard, but I did get that Discord server set up. Only thing is, I think it only works if you have the invite, which is weird because I set it to make sure that only subscribers can enter it, but hang on, let's see if I can give you the invite, Mr. Maniac, if you want in. I just figured that this Discord server would be a good incentive for people to subscribe to me. Also, somewhere down the line, we could do sub nights where we don't stream it on Twitch, but I do show you guys what I'm working on behind the scenes. Okay, let me just... Alright, there you go. You should be directed to, or, you know, binge a full season of anime in one sitting. Okay, so it should take you to the verification thing. I don't exactly know how to whisper people in, Streamlabs. And I also don't know how to give invites as people subscribe to me. So that's something I'll have to research later on. But yeah, let me know when you're in and I'll verify you. Oh, okay. I see you. Alright, just let me manage roles real quick, and then we'll get back to business here. There we go. And you are golden. Okay. Actually, Dora, I'm gonna have to bar you for a second. Come on. Tablet, you can move. There you go. Yeah, you're a metal. What does that even mean? Anyway, welcome. But yeah, progress on this comic is going pretty smoothly, actually. I did take a lot of breaks in between, but we did just finish sketching everything out. This thing is up to like 23 pages so far, which is like, holy crap, but I decided that the best course of action is to release 3 pages at a time. You know, considering since it's so big, I may need more time to finish the whole thing, so yeah. We'll pretty that up soon, but wait, better idea. table. I am the table. I would play it here, but there was a song by Metallica that they did a couple years ago where I think they had a guest singer or something, and it was just basically him saying, I am this, I am that, and one of the lines is, I am the table. Like, is that supposed to sound triumphant? Because I don't know, that sounds stupid. So much so that people made memes about it for a little while, and of all the places I discovered it, it was from a YouTube poop by a CS188, I think. Yeah. And like, I thought that was edited in, but no, that's real. Let him be the table he wants. Okay. Then he is the table. In other news, how many of you have caught the PlayStation conference? Like, I only caught on to a few things myself, but I for one am excited for what Insomniac's doing. Like, one of the things they're doing is very, very obvious, but the other one, I didn't, but I did hear some things and saw one big thing. Yeah? What's that? Is it related to what I just said? Or, all I can say to that, we're looking forward to it. Yeah! Oh, and also, Insomniac isn't just working on that. They're making a Wolverine game. Holy shit. I heard something about it, just haven't seen it. There's a really, really short trailer that they released, and, like, I'm hyped just because it's a Wolverine game, and that Insomniac is working on a Wolverine game. Like, you would think that, Fox would greenlight something like that, but no, Insomniac's on top of it. When they said Spider-Man PS4 was gonna be their Iron Man, they fucking meant it. Their universe is starting to unfold now. Like, we thought it was the Avengers game that was gonna do it, but no. No. Apparently Wolverine is gonna be their second game. Well, second property? You know what I mean. If Deadpool shows up in it, 10 out of 10 game of the year. Actually, speaking of which, who do you think they're gonna get to voice Wolverine? If it's Steve Blum, then that's a no-brainer, because, you know, that dude is Wolverine. But what if they pulled a 180 and got Hugh Jackman to reprise his role in the game? Like, sure, it'd be a it'd sure be a crapshoot, but it would be a good return to form if they could do that.
Actually, you
Probably not.
know what would be even more amazing?
What?
If to voice Wolverine, they act Scott McNeil.
Oh, Scott McNeil's not a bad choice either.
Yeah, 'cause he voiced Wolverine in Evolutions.
Didn't he voice him in the original X-Men cartoon in the 90s too?
I don't think so.
Probably
Hold
did,
on.
no. Recently, I know Scott McNeil is the voice of Tahu from Bionicle Mask of Light, and apparently he's also Dinobot and Waspinator in Beast Wars.
Yeah.
Second series in the video game universe. Yeah. What you said, Maniac. Okay, how's the background looking so far? Like shit. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, he was actually back then, like during the 90s, Wolverine was mostly voiced by a guy named Cal Dodd.
Oh, that name escapes me.
He's also been Captain America.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this guy's mostly been Wolverine and Captain America.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, he was the Captain America in the Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man cartoon. I have not nice things to say about it, being a Spider-Man fan.
Apparently in X2 Wolverine's Revenge, he was voiced by Mark Hamill.
Yeah, that is fucking badass in of itself. Anyone who says that Mark Hamill isn't a good voice for Wolverine, you haven't heard him as Wolverine.
He's just a good voice actor in general.
Exactly. Like, you're an absolute monster if you don't think Mark Hamill is a good voice actor or a good fit for any character at all.
And in the 2010 Black Panther show, he was voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson.
Wolverine?
Yeah.
That's kind of out there, but okay.
And Pinball FX2, he was voiced by Matt Mercer.
Wolverine voiced by Matt Mercer. Huh. I mean, I'm sure he can pull it off, but wow, that's
You know, it'd be really funny if there's a moment in the Wolverine game where Wolverine gets his revenge and is slapping Deadpool.
Yeah, Mr. Maniac did say he wanted to see Deadpool in the game, which I'm totally down for. I mean,
Yeah, like
actually, this is good because remember all those Taskmaster missions that we got in Spider-Man PS4?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's not a Spider-Man villain. He's just a general villain in the Marvel Universe in general, so that was kind of like a small Easter egg of things to come. So yeah, we're totally going to get more villains like that. Who knows? Maybe we might even get a decent Avengers game in Insomniac's hands. Since Square Enix fucked up so hard on it.
So it'll be like the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie. It's like, wow, that first one sucked. Hold on, let me make a better one.
It's like, hang on. Daddy got him.
It's like, I see, you're stupid. Daddy, I like stupid. Daddy like you, dummy.
Yeah. Remember that one Deadpool game? It'd be cool if Insomniac made a new Deadpool game. Oh, you mean the Deadpool game that killed the War for Cybertron series?
Yeah.
It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it did kill the it did kill the War for Cybertron games. We were gonna get a third game, but then Hasbro decided to be too big for their britches, and they decided to compile the Bayverse and the aligned continuity, you know, the one with Transformers Prime in it, the good Transformers, into that shit game, Rise of the Darkspark. It doesn't exist. Fuck you. Yeah, I think at this point I've pretty much become a Transformers fan. Like, that was totally unscripted. But, ugh. Movie Optimus with his cow face. I didn't I didn't know that Optimus Prime was a Minotaur in D&D. I mean, we're getting Venom in the new Spidey game. Guess who originally had the symbiote? Eddie Brock. Oh, you mean originally? Deadpool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, chronologically, Deadpool had it first. Peter had it second. Eddie got it third, and then, you know, Pish Pash Minor Matt. Although, an interesting note, Kraven the Hunter is probably going to be in this game. Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I'll just call it Spider-Man 2.
You will fall like every prey. I hate to break it to you, pal, but you're not the first science experiment gone wrong. Just the first that requires a litter box.
Right. Yeah, starting with the backgrounds was a good idea. I think the biggest takeaway from Spider-Man 2 is that we're gonna get to play as both Peter and Miles, and we're possibly also going to have co-op in the game. So a co-op game with two Spider-Men swinging around the city at the same time, that's gonna be huge, and definitely a reason for me to try and get a PS5. Like, main thing is not only avoiding scalpers, but it's also, can I afford this shit? Probably not. So I think we all know that money is my current obstacle for pretty much everything at the moment, but yeah, lately I've mostly been spending money on things I absolutely need or food. That's pretty much the only thing I've been spending it on recently. I think too, a way it could be handled is something kind of like the GTA series, where you can swap between the characters freely and take on their own stories that cross paths every now and then. That'd be nice. Yeah, that way you get to have your cake and eat it too. Sorry, just saw Danny's latest tweet. Since it's way too early to speculate it, I'm wondering how they're gonna handle the Wolverine game. Like, that I'm very curious about. Okay, let's see how the background looks now.
And yeah, God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, that also looks amazing. But that's to be expected. Also talking about Venom reminds me, I recently watched the 2018 Venom movie. It was decent, nothing crazy, but not bad either. That said, I'm looking forward to Let There Be Carnage. Yeah, the Venom movie is strange because from what I've heard, it's essentially like a time capsule of the era of the Sam Raimi movies, where compared to everything else, the Sam Raimi movies were consistently good, or at the very least watchable. If we're talking Spider-Man 3, like the movie isn't bad, guys. You guys are just mean. But no, the Venom movie, like I said, is kind of a time capsule in the sense that its humor is dated, but the strange part about it is that it works because Venom himself is a psychotic character. Like, who could honestly get away with saying, you'll be nothing but like a turd in the wind, except Venom? Deadpool probably, but he's not here. Deadpool isn't here, so he'll have to do.
Maybe Hawkeye?
No. Hawkeye would do a much better job.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting to see a Venom story that has nothing to do with Spider-Man. Yeah, like, it can be done. Of course, for a while, I was in the camp that was like, oh, you can't have a Venom story without Spider-Man. Without Spider-Man, there wouldn't be Venom. But then I got over myself and realized, you know what? Let's give it a chance. That said, I haven't seen it yet, but from what I know, I think they handled it rather well. Eddie's chemistry with Venom has been done pretty well. You actually get the sense that they're cooperating with each other, and they kind of have this, like, brother to brother mentality when interacting with each other. Another interesting note too, Eddie throughout the movie, since he has the Venom symbiote inside of him, starts to look sicker and sicker as the movie goes on, because again, while the symbiote is keeping him alive, it's also eating away at him, because a symbiote does what a symbiote does. Also, I give them mad respects for them referencing one of Venom's very first lines in the comics: eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time. Like, that was ripped straight from the comics. Okay, so when another character does it, you're fine, but when Venom does it, suddenly it's bad. Like, it's called a reference, guys. Also, shut up, Grubhub. Shit fucks it up.
SpongeBob, spell tuna sub backwards. No, tuna sub spelled backwards is bust a nut.
Bust a nut, bust a nut.
Oh yeah, we'll spell Squidward backwards. Okay, draw the Squidward backwards is draw dicks.
What? Joke fucked up. Abort. Backflips out. Oh. You did set up the trampoline for him, right?
I think I did.
You think you did?
I don't know. I didn't know that was my job. He just kind of did his thing.
We're supposed to protect people.
Oh, look, he landed on his feet.
Oh, cool. Okay, we're fine.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I will not be fine, because guess where I gotta go?
You gotta go to work. Alright. See you later, man.
Why?
will keep this going because I need the music. Okay. I'm thinking of putting a filter on this. Too bright. That should do it. The thing is, I do... Alright, come on. There you go. I do like how Alex's sketch turned out, so I'm gonna keep it mostly the same. I'm just gonna clean it up is all. DM, the door is ajar. Rogue, how's the door ajar? Oh, it's slightly opened. I climb into the jar. No! Damn thief rogues. Getting into shit they're not supposed to. Do not go into the jar. This is the internet. Hang on, let me get Alex's reference out, because I kind of need her color scheme if I'm gonna do this. Let's start with her cloak first. Actually, no. Before even that, we need to... Yeah, there we go. We need to... do that. But, appropriately enough, Denny also announced that we're gonna have our first ever session of Curse of Strahd on, Saturday. I'm gonna be streaming it, and also Danny is gonna be streaming it on her end on the Spiffy Needle Geeks channel. So, either way, on Saturday, you're gonna get some D&D action, so that's exciting. I will be the DM, of course, and we've got over 7 players, so it's gonna be a massive undertaking for me, considering I'm just getting back to DMing, but if you remember the one-shot we did, a little ways back, I like to think I've got this in the bag. The truth of the matter is I don't, but I want to go on with a positive attitude, because D&D is supposed to be fun, so, yeah. That said, I did get a better handle on how things work in D&D, particularly spellcasting. So, this should go a lot more smoothly than the Abode. Of course, that's the theory. a game theory. I'm a douche, so my name is Matt Pat. I hang out with Butch Hartman. It's gonna be on the 11th, but I'm gonna try and not be a little bitch on the 11th. I think enough time has passed for my curse to go away, so I'm sure it'll be... Yeah, don't worry. I assure you, you'll be safe. And if you think of it as 11 is just a number, you'll be fine. Oh, I guess the music ran out. Hang on. Let me search for... Let me search for soundtrack real fast. Give me a second. And actually, let me point my fan towards me because... Ah, there we go. Instant relief. Whew. Huh? And it came back. Is RhythmBot having a fit? Hang on. Alright, hopefully I won't be copywritten for this. We'll see. Yeah, the stream dipped a little bit, but... Fan. Yeah. Like, come on, man. It's hot in here. Please don't DMCA me. It's just music. Alright. Okay, so, this is from the Shadow of Mordor soundtrack, so hopefully it'll be fine. Not giving you a shit, and even as a Canadian, I need fans. How is it over in Canada, by the way, weather-wise? Actually, how is Canada during the summers? I mean, I know it's technically the, it's edging towards fall right now, but it's still kind of hot over here. Say, at least for me, raining right now. Okay. Anyway, Shadow of Mordor, or rather, the Middle-earth Shadow of series, duology, is something that's piquing my interest. I'm not sure if I want it just yet, but it is piquing my interest. I know it's a stereotype that is that Canada is just a snowy wasteland, but summers get hot, really fucking hot, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Canada has way more climates than just cold. That's like saying deserts are nothing but, you know, sandy wastelands. But no, during the nighttime, their temperatures are just as extreme as they are in the daytime. Because, at night, it gets blisteringly cold. Just like how in the day, it gets blisteringly hot. Hang on, music, you're getting a little quiet there. There we go. Deserts are just sand, looks the Arctic. Oh, isn't there this one desert that has snow on it perpetually? I'm forgetting the name of it. I don't know, my geography is terrible. Though surprisingly, I'm competent enough to make maps of my own. You don't know. Okay, that's fine. So, for the comic pages, I don't think we're going to be able to color all of them on stream, considering if you turn your attention to the Discord's art chat, you can probably imagine why. And it's also just the nature of my story. It's not meant for kids, so... Little Timmy, not for you. Exactly! Like, Little Timmy shouldn't be a part of this, so... You just gotta... stick to them facts. Now, Big Timmy, that big-dicked Chad right this way. Big-dicked. I never thought in all of my 27 years of life I would ever see a sentence like that. What would they come up with next? Yeah, you're gonna fit right in. Ooh. Oh, never mind. I thought it was another track, but I got confused. Just as good, though. He's right there with Billy from Philly with a bit... nose. Sure. Okay, there we go. This song is called Eoreth. She's the main character's wife, and this is her theme. Oh god, the earlier talk of D&D and me just seeing something on YouTube reminded me of the Binding of Isaac D&D idea thing I had from a while ago. God damn, it's been a while. Yeah. I will tell you from experience, DMing something is a massive undertaking. Like, very, very big. It can be done, but there's a lot you need to know about the game beforehand, so I would recommend you to be a player first, DM second. As long as you get first-hand experience of being a player, you should be fine. I didn't do that because I was an overeager little shitlord who wanted to play D&D now. So don't make the same mistake I did. Like, it worked out in the end, but I would still exercise caution. If you're thinking of DMing first. Like, you don't have to know every single rule, but you should at least understand the core mechanics and the fundamentals before you do anything else. Yeah, because trust me, you're gonna thank yourself in the long run. Yeah. I would recommend you to look up channels like, the Runesmith, XP to level 3, the Dungeon Dudes, and, Matthew Mercer also has plenty of DMing tips. But if you're just thinking of being a player first, which I would recommend, is, look up Critical Role's, Handbook or Helper. They're very condensed, but they do give you, ideas to play around with to, start creating characters. You should also look up, things, what not to do in D&D. Like, I can tell you right now, one of the worst kind of problem players is, characters who, are, what we like to call, rules lawyers. Where, yeah, sure, it's one thing to, correct someone about some rules, but it's another thing entirely when you're just doing it to either sound smart or, argue with the DM. Like, those types of players are kind of annoying, so, take them in stride, especially when you're starting out, but if it's becoming a problem, then yeah, definitely have a sit down with them. Hey Crystal, welcome. We are doing comic pages today. Actually, this is how far we've gotten so far. Just coloring in Alex at the moment. We're also talking about what not to do in D&D. So another thing is, power gaming. It's one thing if, you want to be a strong character. Like, min-maxing in of itself isn't a bad thing as long as you aren't trying to overpower the rest of the party and, you know, thinking only of yourself in a cooperative tabletop game that D&D 5e is known for being. Like, if you're just power gaming, then that's definitely a big no-no. Like, we don't want you to start at level 3 with a Vorpal sword and a +2 studded leather. Like, no. You need to be on the same playing field as everyone else, and you need to adopt a mentality that you're playing with friends and you're helping them out in several challenges. Like, you're not out for yourself. And for the love of God, please don't be the sort of person who goes, "Oh, it's my character, it's what my character would do," to defend your shitty actions. Yeah, don't be OP, exactly. Like, you can be strong, but you have to do it in, 1, levels that make sense, and 2, they should be your rewards, getting far in those classes. Got to see the PlayStation Showcase and saw some interesting things. Yeah, cool. Good thing for my boy D&D thing, everyone is technically just a small little sad child pretending to be a character. Role-playing is another thing that, people are either, really, really into, like me, or, they're really nervous about it. The cool thing about D&D is that it's one of the few outlets that allows you to, in a sense, make yourself, vulnerable, in the sense that I'm allowing myself to escape into this new world, and I'm someone entirely new. So the best thing is, remember that it's just a game. Like, don't take it too seriously. But also, if you find yourself stumbling, you can also totally be fine with saying, my character does this, or my character feels this, if you're not too familiar in that setting yet. Oh, hi Jen. I want to play a small elf child bard. Small little elf bard baby boy who has projectile tears. Let's go. One of our players, Boone, is thinking of doing a sort of one-shot, and that's gonna give me the opportunity to finally be a player, so that'll be exciting. I'm thinking of playing a goblin paladin. I'm starting to think that paladin is one of my favorite classes, even though I'm all for rangers. Paladin has a lot of things I like. Like, it's sort of the bread and butter of the half-casters, where, yeah, sure, you can do healing stuff and support, like, a cleric, but you can also totally dish out damage like a fighter or a rogue. Yeah, I know. We were just talking about that. Like, Jen, I know you're definitely excited. But yeah, I know I definitely am. I mean, again, it is a massive undertaking, you know, handling 7 party members. You know, not unlike Matt Mercer, but the big thing about it is that I'm not trying to be Matt Mercer, and that's fine. I am my own man's. Well, welcome, Jen. Again, I hope the Shadow of Mordor music doesn't screw me over. Because I didn't really take the time to see if it's DMCA safe. If it is DMCA safe, then, that means we could possibly use it for the campaign, so that's nice. There we go. No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me! Oh, yeah, I still need to get Sonic Colors Ultimate. You know, now that those, glitches were shown to be falsified, super pissed because I canceled my PlayStation 4 copy of it after hearing about it. I had to mute and silence my phone so I wasn't spoiling anything in the showcase. Smart. I wasn't going to watch the thing, but I did see the aftermath of it, and oh my god, Insomniac and Santa Monica. I, for one, am excited for what they've got. Wait up there, Jordan. Some of them glitches are fake, but there are still some that are real, including some seizures. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, like, I'm still gonna wait until I get my copy of Sonic Colors Ultimate, because, you know, I love Sonic Colors, and it pisses me off that, for the things that are true, that they released it like that, and they did what they did with Sonic Forces, and threw in a team who had little experience, with Sonic games, working on their stuff. Like, that is, you know, getting new developers isn't inherently a bad thing, but when they've shown incompetence to the point where the game's quality suffers because of it, then that's an indicator you need to be a lot stricter about quality control. Yeah, it's harsh, but a painful reminder is that gaming is still a business. So, if your business tanks, then yeah. I was like, so, that thing about the Switch, and was like, well, which ones are the real glitches? Yeah, I feel sorry for the developers. Yeah, like, voicing like? What am I, like a 12-year-old girl? Anyway, let's do her trousers first. Gotta have pants. Yeah, you can't go running around streaking people while you're monster hunting. That's stupid, Alex. Yeah, there's some fake stuff, but there has been things shown to be happening on real hardware. Not pretty, to say the least. Yeah, Link. Which is also uncomfy, considering that most incarnations of Link are kids. Like, 10 or 12. Sorry, I was eating. What I meant to say was, so those glitches were fakes? Well, then which ones were the real ones? Yeah. Don't worry. Your message was legible. Oh, actually, relevant to one of the things we saw in the showcase for Sony, did you guys know that Alistair Duncan, the voice of Mimir in God of War 4, also voices the Wraith Celebrimbor in the Shadow of Mordor series? And then someone gets drunk and runs out of the tavern streaking. Oh god. I pray my girl Kira never gets drunk during the campaign. That's up to you. Like, your consequences, your fuck-ups, and your choices. I'm just your wingman. And the one person reminding you, hey, it doesn't work like that. Or, hey, you don't do that. That's bullshit. Or, hey, you don't do that. That's gonna break the game. And it's gonna make your party, it's gonna make your friends look bad. All the booze, all of it. Yeah, Crystal, I get what you're feeling. Those days are never fun. Okay, what am I missing? I think just her hair and eyes, right? Actually, getting drunk or high while playing D&D, that's just playing Miitopia. No, Miitopia is just D&D simplified. And actually, on the topic of Shadow of Mordor, Lord of the Rings is just the OG Dungeons and Dragons. Beware the drunk celestial warlock with the power. No. You want to know what class you should be worried about? The Monk, the Way of the Drunken Fist. That's a real class, by the way. It's in Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It's amazing. And if you don't believe me, give me 1 second. That book's somewhere. There you are, you beautiful book. Okay, turning pages. Alright, Monk, where are you? Monk. Well, we don't have to worry about that because he's a Way of the Kensai monk. Totally different. Okay. Page 32. Okay. So, Way of the Drunken Master. Utopia's D&D when you're tripping balls. Having Obama be gay as fuck with Dr. Eggman while fighting a gorilla with the face of Hank Hill. Seriously, what was in those brownies? LSD. With a little bit of honey. Okay, so, Way of the Drunken Master. The Way of the Drunken Master teaches its students to move with the jerky, unpredictable movements of a drunkard. A drunken master sways, tottering on unsteady feet, to present what seems to be an incompetent combatant who proves frustrating to engage. The drunken master's erratic stumbles conceal a carefully executed dance of blocks, parries, advances, attacks, and retreats. A drunken master often enjoys playing the fool to bring gladness to the despondent or to demonstrate humility to the arrogant. But when battle is joined, the drunken master can be a maddening, masterful foe. So among the things that this subclass can offer you, is proficiency with the performance skill if you don't already have it. And you also gain proficiency with brewer supplies if you don't already have it. And also at level 3, you learn how to twist and turn quickly as part of your Flurry of Blows. Whenever you use Flurry of Blows, you gain the benefit of the Disengage action, and your walking speed increases by 10 feet until the end of the current turn. And at 6th level, you get Tipsy Sway, which allows you the following benefits. Leap to your feet. When you're prone, you can stand up by spending 5 feet of movement rather than half your speed. Or redirect attack. When a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, you can spend 1 ki point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice, other than the attacker, that you can see within 5 feet of you. So this is how we put Demo Man into D&D. Yeah, one of the ways, just have him multi-class into Monk and then, have him be, you're probably more familiar with Demo Man than I am, because I never played Team Fortress 2. I just know that he's a black Scottish Cyclops. But yeah, Way of the Drunken Master is purely for, fucking with your opponents, and it's the best thing ever. Which is another cool thing about D&D is that you can get totally crazy with different ideas, and it's like, I'm gonna steal this from XP to level 3, but it's like, hey, remember that one Jackie Chan movie? Let's make that a class! Given my bard is about to multi-class into Ranger soon. Given some explosives and a sword and shield, perfect. Ranger bard is great. I'm guessing, considering that Demo Man uses a lot of firearms. Okay, so does he typically use heavy weapons or like just explosive ones? Demo Man, I assume, well, okay, yeah, so, explosive weapons. So, I'd say his main class would be, Artificer or Artillerist, or a Battlesmith, and then, yeah, Way of the Drunken Master can be his, multi-class. While watching the showcase, I saw a game that looked interesting, though, I would say what it is, but I don't want to spoil what it is. He has a grenade launcher and sticky bomb launcher and a bottle for a melee. Though, these are just the stock items. He can also get swords and shields, and thus the subclass dubbed Demo Knight. Okay, so he'd be fighter then. Since they have, mastery in every single weapon in the game. So, yeah, you know what? He'd be fighter, and then, yeah, Way of the Drunken Master. And, the DM can roll, Demo Man to have firearm proficiency, so, yeah. Also, it says sticky bombs, he can sticky jump, which is like rocket jumping, but with a sticky bomb. So, bitch can fucking fly. Yeah, I don't know about that part. I'll just say the gameplay looks familiar. I didn't see the showcase, so I'll probably just look that up for myself. Or, oh, see ya, Mr. Maniac. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see how this looks. Well, he went out with a bang. Yeah, he does that. It's kind of his thing. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna need some additional shading. don't know if you guys heard that. You probably did. I did with this. Music here sounds like hella mid-boss music. Knowing the name of Shadow of Mordor, it's probably an orc boss theme. And we could definitely use it as boss music. Again, I won't know if it's allowed until Twitch says it is. This I need to zoom in for. Oh, actually, I just remembered something. For a time, there was actually a D&D 5e supplement for Lord of the Rings. I think it's called Adventures in Middle Earth or something like that. It was taken down for whatever reason. Like, they just stopped funding it. But it had a lot of really cool travel mechanics and things like that. It even had stats for corruption. And just generally really fun ideas. Allergies are going crazy right now. I felt like I couldn't breathe through my nose while I was on my way to class. Oh, yeah, that's bad. You've been wearing your mask, right? I trust that you have been, but just want to be sure. Let's try something Yes, it's just my allergies acting up. Yeah. so start with that. And then... I remember during this one campaign I was in that was sadly destroyed, I had a really cool item called the Mage Cloak, which gave me a +1 to saves. Saved my ass from being charmed by a succubus. Ah, okay. I will say another thing about me is that, making magic items is another thing I could use a little work on. Because there's a lot that goes into it. Like, again, not impossible, but it's, like a lot of things, an undertaking. Okay, this is not exactly looking the way I want it to. Hey Jordan, can I get the fireball necklace?
No.
But something cool happened to me on Tuesday on Kevin Miller's live stream. I got to talk to him through Discord along with this. Awesome! What did you guys talk about? Definitely gonna need to do some more than that. Up there. I think my favorite homebrew item I made is called the Autumn Staff, which basically lets you cast Entangle 3 times a day. You know, magic items that pretty much cast free spells are cool and all, but I feel like given the rarity of them, they can be so much more, you know? So yeah, my problem with magic items is that when I'm thinking of making any, I usually think too big and get underwhelmed, so I look up different ideas and then use those. But yeah. Oh, Justin Gaines like Psychonauts and a few other things. Well, that's awesome. Like, hey Sony, can we get some news on Sly 5 yet? No? It's worth a shot. I try to make magic items that use spells I don't see a lot of people using, or maybe a certain cantrip that would be useful to another class. Not a bad idea, but there are several feats now that allows people to do the same thing. Like, you can be a monk who has firearm proficiency, or you can even be a fighter who knows warlock spells without multiclassing, you know, things like that. Which doesn't totally discount the idea. It's just, thanks to resource materials like Tasha's Cauldron and everything, we have so many tools at our disposal now. Like, is D&D 5e as customizable as, say, Pathfinder? Probably not, but it's getting closer and closer. Yeah, my Ranger Bard is going to have access to Druid cantrips thanks to a feat called Druidcraft. Nature boy. Super simple with the shadows here on Alex. You know, there's a lot of good sneaking music in the soundtrack too. I love it. I love it how I'm looking at the recommended channel and Bethesda is streaming Doom Eternal while this ominous music's playing. Now there's a concept. Give me a second. Just give us something for Sly. You had a few good things like the merchandising, but at least give us something involving his game series. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, if you're game isn't getting enough marketing, then you're in trouble. Hang on a second while I search for... Well, why is everything so bare bones? So the stream may have popped a bit. Okay. Thanks for giving me the idea, Jen.
Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce.
Also, I like the Doom soundtracks, so...
will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
First Strong Empires. Why do we care? Oh god! It's the cleric! Music is coming a little hot, so that's how the cleric, the paladin, and the two celestial warlocks rip and tear. At some point, I'm hoping you guys get to come up with a badass battle cry, but that's up to all of you really, and it depends on how tight your camaraderie is. Music is a little loud. Okay. I mean, befitting Doom music, but... Okay. Is this better? Also, remember that bot who was following you during Spire live stream? The same bot is following me too, and I wanted to block them, but I don't want to risk my IP getting stolen. Yeah. I already know Kira's starting call. Boy. Yeah, no problem. I just don't know what to do about them because I just found out about it. Yeah. I would say just for now, don't fuck with them in any capacity. With enough luck, they should go away, but yeah, I would definitely look up on how to deal with them because I'm not sure myself. Like, hang on, let me take a look at my chat here. Okay, good, they're gone. Oh, but I do see Fenrir of Solaris in the chat, so... Hello, friend. How are you? Why am I talking like this? I don't know. It just sort of happens. Because, yeah, earlier in the stream, I saw another Haas bot, so I was like, you know what? Just ban their ass. I know they're an AI system, so they don't have an ass, but if they did, that ass is blocked. See, unlike low tier god, I have good reasons for banning people. Bots everywhere. Very dangerous bots. But if you get Tunnel Bear VPN, no. Doom. There we go. I was worried for a sec. Cultist base. Where the main instrument is not a guitar, but a fucking lawnmower. Alright. By the way, I talked to a friend of mine about Kira's backstory. He's stealing the whole Tiamat's roar struck all the planes and caused dimensional rifts to appear as part of the story where it woke the dragon god Null. Okay, first of all, maybe don't talk about your character's backstory in a live chat. Considering this is going to be streamed on Saturday, or campaign anyway. But also, don't steal other people's ideas. That's rude. Yeah, again, I understand you're excited, but try to rein it in, okay? Good. Actually, this isn't looking too bad, actually. Did I just say actually twice? I think I did. God forbid I do that during the roleplay segments. Anyway, back to magic items. Yeah, actually, what's your favorite magic item so far? I don't know that because, I can only name the popular examples. Like, Flame Tongue, the Vorpal Sword, mostly weapon items. There's also this ring that allows you to store spells for free. So they're like free additional spells with their own spell slots. Well, not their own spell slots, but like free uses. Freebies. Oh, and the Bag of Holding. I love the Bag of Holding. Like, it's so useful. Maybe the party comes to over-rely on it sometimes, but that just proves how useful it is. I think my favorite magic item has to be the moon ring. What's the moon ring? It's a homebrew item, but basically allows the spellcaster free evasion from physical attack free. Oof. That's a little much. It sounds like something you'd give to your party at very high levels, but it only works for spellcaster. Well, yeah, even then. But yeah, right now I'm thinking exclusively official D&D magic items. Homebrew items are a different can of worms entirely. Tablet, come on. There you go. Good tablet. In that case, it's tied between two items. The Cloak of Invisibility and the Hat of Vermin, which my Ranger Bard has. I think I've heard of the... Well, I've heard of both, but I don't know exactly what the Hat of Vermin does. What does it do again? It summons, like, rats, lizards, bats, insects, etc. Oh, so it summons, well, pests. Okay. Okay, would you guys call page 1 done? Aside from, like, graphics? Like, I definitely need to get the title in here somewhere.
Once the spirit is broken and enough pain has been inflicted, only when the human has lost all hope will it be transferred to the soul extraction chamber. The demons only utilize a portion of the resources that come from human soul.
We reflavored it, though, to summon poison toads, blast toads, paratoads, and sleep toads.
Unlocked the true power of the essence. They combine sentinel and hell energies together, refined and created large. With it they did wondrous things. Saved worlds from extinction, healed the sick, and gave infinite power to those worthy of it.
And let me look through the fonts here. The Hatterberman would be useful to summon creatures to distract an enemy or summon a creature you can cook. Oh, that's lovely. You can just summon a creature just to kill it and eat it. I mean, it saves time on hunting, so it's good for practical uses, but I don't know. Personally, that's kind of horrible. I know I wouldn't do that. I like Kashmira. What do you think? Alright. But yeah, to further elaborate, I don't like the idea of, killing creatures just to eat them. Like, well, hunting is a totally different story, but like, if you're just spawning life just to take it away, it doesn't really mesh well with me. Oh, thanks, Crystal. And, welcome back. Let's rasterize this. Hang on, there's some gaps here. Almost got it. Actually, this may be a bit much, but let's see how it looks anyway. Let's see here, where are you? And we'll move this around soon. Just gotta. Too much? Okay, looks good to me, and graphic design was never my passion. I just draw pictures. Oh, actually, I did forget one thing. Hang on. Oh, hi, BFG Division. I forgot the textures. Looks good. Thanks. So, yeah, we'll call this page done. Oh! Screen went black. Hang on. Stand by. Okay, are we still good? Are we still good? Yeah, okay. Whew! Yeah, so she's gotta solve a mystery! Yeah! Well, yeah, that's another element of my, of Phantom of the Forest. It's dark fantasy, horror, and mystery. So yeah, it falls well in line with the main story. But, yeah, alright. I think we'll call it quits for now. So I think next time we do an art stream, we'll work on these next two pages. Because they should be simpler to put together. Should be, in theory. I don't know. But we'll see. So, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Spyro, and then on Saturday, Chris Estrada stuff will happen. So, yeah, tune in for that. Whether on Spiffy Needle Geeks or on this channel, It's totally up to you. Like,